This is the Apocalypse Mobile 2.0. This one, we built like a zombie killing, sexy samurai dojo on wheels, pretty much. Combined the most badass woodworking with the craziest tech on the market. I was really excited about finding these. These are actually teak tiles. And we built this custom backsplash with the teak tiles and then used the teak wood to kind of add to this angular vibe that's inside this van. Kind of the moneymaker of this van is, I'm gonna climb in here so you can kind of see it. We've got pretty much the most insane roof rack you can get for a Sprinter van. We tilted it up to ideal solar angle. It makes a huge difference when the sun's lower in the sky, especially in the wintertime. We actually put another seat right here. I had a baby 9 months ago. We need car seats. Come on in. I'm Shane with Landship Customs, and this is the Apocalypse Mobile 2.0. Growing up, all I cared about was being a pro snowboarder, and I did that for a couple years after high school, and then blew out my knees. I wanted to figure out what to do next, so decided to go back to school. And me and my girlfriend at the time, she was my girlfriend then, but now she's my wife, didn't want to pay rent, and we didn't want to take out loans, so we decided to buy a U-Haul truck and convert it into a tiny home. I just kept living in vans and flipping vans. And that's how we created Landship, which is the company I've been running for the last 4 years. And we just combined the most badass woodworking with the craziest tech on the market and try to build these really custom, unique vans for people that appreciate something special. This one we built originally for a client. He wanted like a zombie killing, sexy samurai dojo on wheels, pretty much. And we just kind of start going and just see what the muse strikes us with as we go. Come on in. First thing that we gotta talk about with the Apocalypse Mobile 2.0 is what really sets this van apart from any other van on the market, and that is the artistry and the woodworking and the materials that we use. So first things first, this ceiling is a work of art from Scooter, one of the most incredible woodworkers I've ever met. He made these tongue and groove cedar planks by hand and matched them all together to make this beautiful Gordian knot of Western red cedar. This is kind of the centerpiece of the van and creates the whole motif of the van. So we found all these lights to match this shape, and all the accents of the van also have this angular shape that matches this ceiling. And then we've got this lime wash, which makes it kind of look like concrete, but it's actually a natural sediment-based paint they've been using for thousands of years. And then we coat it with a natural beeswax that makes it waterproof and very resilient to scratch. And it just is a super natural, zero VOC, breathable material that we really love in vans. All the cabinets are exterior grade paint, really scratch resistant. We took teak and we kitted everything else out with teak. So this is a custom teak table on the Lagoon mount. We also have a large teak table with legs that fold down, and that allows you to actually comfortably dine like 4 or 5 people on one table. So this layout, you know, is a tried and true layout that a lot of people have done. It's really nice because you swivel these seats around in the front and it gives you this big open space to hang out in the front, and then it allows you to have the bathroom, the full kitchen, and then the big bed in the back, as well as a huge garage space. But what's not usually done in this layout is we actually put another seat right here. Because I had a baby 9 months ago, we need car seats in all of our vans now. And it makes a huge difference having a third seat belt. And it also makes the hangout space a lot more functional as well. We also have fully teak flooring, custom made, super durable, waterproof. Why don't we check out this thing right here? So this is another unique feature of this van. You want to have as much food storage during the apocalypse as possible. You want to be able to mow down a deer and be able to keep a lot of meat for if you're in tough times. So we built a second chest fridge that slides out underneath of this bench for a hangout zone right here. You can fit a lot of good grub in that. And then we actually have a normal stand-up fridge right here. And then another cool thing about this front zone is we actually have this projector screen and movie theater set up. So this projector screen comes down like that, and then you open up, grab the projector with the custom magnet mount, and then boom, this guy pops right here, and then boom, movie theater time at night. We love it. Here we got the control wall. All of our systems are in one spot. We like to kind of make it look nice and sexy. We love showing off our big, bad electrical systems. We got our Victron screen. We got our light switches that are also dimmable right here. This is the diesel heater for the van that heats the air in this van. This controls the pneumatic cooling rooftop air conditioner, puts out 12,000 BTUs of air conditioning. These two switches heat all the plumbing under the van so you can be in a frozen place and have nice toasty plumbing with no frozen pipes. And this one dumps your gray water tank remotely. Then this is a WeBoost signal booster. You pop this button right here and it turns it on, and then you can put your phone right here and it'll boost your signal from about 2 bars to 5 and it'll make you be able to use a hotspot in different places. We also have a Starlink on the back of this van as well, so you're never without internet no matter where you want to go. All right, so next we're going to talk about the kitchen. It's definitely one of my favorite zones in this van. So first thing you can do is you can fold down this Friedman seat right here, and then this kitchen table pops up just like this, gives you extra cutting board space. We've got a induction cooktop for cooking. We got some more beautiful upper cabinets right here. Love those. And then the sink. Was really excited about finding these. These are actually teak tiles that we got from Indoteak in San Diego. And then we built this custom backsplash with the teak tiles and then used the teak wood to kind of add to this, angular vibe that's inside this van. Got this nice stainless faucet, and then we have our reverse osmosis filtered water. This van has probably the most filtered water of any van on the market, because we don't just have reverse osmosis. All of the water in the van also goes through 3 sediment filters. It's really clean water. And we like to do that because we want all the water that goes into our electric water heater to have no sediments. It makes the water heaters last a lot longer. Now, why don't we check out the bathroom? We're really excited about this bathroom. We've got the sliding self-cleaning door. We added a little touch of teak accent on the door handle. We love that. Then you pop it just like that. It opens and it reveals this backlit rainfall shower that we put into here. I was really stoked about this. We made it just tall enough to where if you're 6 foot and some change like me, you can still hit the rainfall shower without crouching. And then we got the LSSB, our custom composting toilet solution. The compost toilet slides out from the wall. Liquids and the solids are separated. Solids turn into dirt, don't smell at all when you use the right composting material. Normally in a compost toilet, the liquids collect in like a jug, and you gotta pour it out, and it's disgusting and it smells terrible wherever you pour it out. I was sick of doing that after 2.5 years of living in vans. Now with ours, we plumb the pee under the van into the gray water tank, and it mixes with the soapy water from the shower and the sink, dilutes it down. Plants love diluted down pee as long as you use biodegradable hippie soaps. So that the gray water doesn't smell, you just pour a little natural urine neutralizing enzyme down the drain, and it makes your gray water tank and your gray water not smell at all. And so when you just dump that stuff, it's just like dumping normal gray water. You can do it on any plant, and they love it. We think that it kind of has made the compost toilet experience the best it can possibly be in a van, in our opinion. We've got a nice amount of closet space right here. Fit a nice amount of jackets. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 slide out drawers for all your fun stuff. And then this drawer is on heavy duty drawer slides. You take it out, it opens up, you can put stuff in there, and then boom, use this thing to get up into the bed. And we've got an east to west bed in this van. It's really comfy. We've got the bump outs, so a 6-foot person can sleep east to west. And there's something really nice about having a fully functional, just fixed bed. You don't have to make your bed, and you can store a ton of gear under this bed. Last but not least, we can talk about all the crazy upgrades we did to this van on the exterior. So first thing, we kitted her out with some nice boots. We got the KO2 off-road tires. We've got the black Rhino badass wheels. We got an agile rip kit with a extra sized leaf springs to handle this weight and make it be able to roll through terrain really well. And then we put one of these badass backwood bumpers on here with the bull bar and the lighting. And then we got big old 12,000 pound winch to pull yourself out of sticky situations. And last but not least, we've got the 2024 Landship solar sail on the roof. So this guy is our flagship product that we've developed over the last 4 or 5 years. It is pretty much the most insane roof rack you can get for a Sprinter van. You've got a ton of gear storage. So it's a locked box that you can store your entire quiver of surf and snowboards. We've taken trips where we take 4 people and take all of their snowboard and surf gear all in the solar sail and surf our way up the coast and snowboard back through the mountains of California. Pretty amazing, be able to bring all your toys, leave none behind when you go on these long trips. And then it has an insane amount of power. So we redesigned the lid so that it's actually a walkable solar lid. So you can keep all your gear in the box, close the lid, and walk on top and use it as a deck. And the 1200 watts of walkable solar, I'll give you like a pretty rough idea of how much power that actually produces. Like a couple weeks ago, it was flat. It was kind of earlier in the morning. The sun was a little lower in the sky. We had it flat and it was producing 400 watts flat. Not bad. We tilted it up to ideal solar angle and it got up to 1100 at like 8:30 in the morning. So it makes a huge difference when the sun's lower in the sky, especially in the wintertime. And it just allows you to produce genuinely enough power off grid to run a big air conditioning system on all these high power electronics that we like to put in these vans. Back of the van, we got some nice gear on here. We've got bike racks on this side for your exterior bikes. It's great. You can also swap these out with more gear storage if you want. And then we have another one of my prides and joys, the gear drying room modified boost box. So this is a boost box from Sandy Vans. We ran power into this boost box and actually put gear drying equipment in the boost box. So when you go on a snowboard trip, we've got boot dryers right here to dry out your boots, and we've got glove dryers. You go shredding all day, you're sleeping in the parking lot at the mountain, all your stuff is soaked, wake up perfectly bone dry boots and gloves. It's pretty awesome. These are electric wetsuit drying hangers. And so anything that's wet, including a wetsuit, that you hang on this and turn this thing on, it will dry it out super quickly. Go for a surf session, throw it on the wetsuit drying hanger, 2 hours later, bone dry wetsuit. This thing is pretty awesome for when you're going on these big trips and using all your shred gear. All right, now let's check out the garage. This is honestly my favorite van garage that I've ever built. So you open these things up and what is revealed is one, a metric F-load of storage space. There's a bike tray that you can slide in and out right here if you want it. So if you want indoor bikes, you can put 2 indoor mountain bikes inside, or you can take that bike tray out and just use this for tons of gear. Kind of the money maker of this van is, I'm gonna climb in here so you can kind of see it. We love big, bad, apocalypse-proof, zombie-killing electrical systems at Landship. And we like to show them off. So we decided to build this electrical cabinet. We've got 15 kilowatt hours of battery storage right here. The batteries are electrically heated, so if it's ever below freezing, the batteries will heat themselves so you can charge them up at any temperature. And then we've got all your sexy blue Victron gear right here. We put it behind a plexiglass case because why not? Lit it up. And then we've actually got two 3,000 watt inverters in parallel to make a 6,000 watt inverter system. And so what that means is that you have all the power you could ever need. And then on this side, we got our water system that's hidden away behind this door. We've got the water fill that goes in right here. This button opens and closes the water fill. And then this is an outdoor shower because everyone loves outdoor shower time. Spraying off your doggies or your girlfriend. So this van's actually for sale, and we're looking for somebody that appreciates beautiful artistry as well as badass apocalypse-proof systems. If you want more freedom in your life, living in the vans is freaking awesome. Or for being able to take like a week-long trip or a month-long trip, there's just nothing that quite opens up your aperture of adventures like having something where you can take all of your gear and all the comfort of home wherever you want to go.
If you like this week's episode, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and check back soon because we have new unique home tours publishing all the time. And if you'd like to join our team and get access to members-only content and unique perks, make sure you click on the join button below.